Broncos made their cuts today.
Yes.
Anybody surprise you there? We won't make this long.
I'm a little surprised that Joe Don Duncan was let go so early. I thought they'd give him a little longer look, but he by no means had a secure spot.
Two things. I wasn't surprised by Chris Clark, and I was surprised. I'll take the lead on or follow you on the Joe Dan Duncan. I think they cut him to slip him through to the practice squad.
Could be.
I think they did it a week early, knowing he wasn't going to make the team. Let's go ahead and see that. Next week people are going to be scrambling all over the league, looking at guys that are in the last cut.
Yeah.
And so I think they kind of hit him out, hoping to bring back.
The Chris Clark trade surprised me a little bit, because what are they left with? Not that Chris Clark was any great shakes, but what are they left with? They've got a rookie at left tackle. They've got a veteran with a history of injury at right tackle in Ryan Harris. And the backup at the tackle position is Michael Schofield, who's shown us virtually nothing. That's their depth at the tackle position.
Yeah.
Woody, they're going to have to make a move before the regular season starts here. They're going to have to bring somebody in.
Well, there's one other kid that's back there. There's Sweeten on the right side. Don't know anything about him. I really haven't seen him. And then there's the Kyle Roberts on the left side.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that supposedly has some credentials. I wouldn't be surprised if Schofield goes back onto the practice squad. I don't. So I would agree with you that maybe they'll make a move there when somebody comes on the list. And I just saw somebody who just cut somebody a tackle. Somebody just cut a tackle that was well known. It's been around the league.
Okay.
I'll get back to you in a minute. I'll pick it up.
Was his name Thomas? Thomas. Donald Thomas.
I could see them picking up a guy as a backup guy, pay him $850,000.
Well, and let's also keep in mind there's another cut coming Saturday.
Absolutely.
So there will be some tackles out there. So my guess is they're going to wait to see what's out there, and then they're going to make a move. Other things about the cuts, Spencer Lanning was cut, so Britton Colquitt does have the punter's job. All right. There were no defensive linemen released, none, which tells you they're a little worried about their depth, and they're still not certain about who's going to make this team and who isn't.
They should. This portion of the big stuff is brought to you by, we're past the big stuff, the portion of the middle stuff is brought to you by my favorite place downtown, the Celtic Tavern, official sponsor of the Colorado Rapids. Celtic provides a bus to every Colorado Rapids home game, but you don't have to wait for a Rapids home game to go out there and tailgate. Go to the Celtic. I'm going to take you. I tried to take him, but he always talks a good game, but he's too busy to deal with us. But I'm going to take you over there for the fish and chips, and I'm going to show you how it's done.
I'm looking forward to that.
And we're going to do that this week when we have some time. And if you haven't had their fish and chips, or if you haven't tried all their 792 Irish whiskeys, you need to do that. Maybe in a couple of nights. Spread it over a couple of nights. But go in. That bar, that's why I'm anxious for you to go over there and have the fish and chip. That entire restaurant and bar was brought piece by piece from Ireland, where it was constructed. And so it's Irish through to the wood.
Through and through.
Celtic Tavern, 2 blocks south of Coors Field. The Rockies are back, aren't they?
They are. They're back home tonight against Arizona.
Go for a game. Yeah. You're going for a game because you've got the tickets and you can't get rid of them. Go down to the Celtic.
I might not be able to go with you this week. I'm going to all the Rockies games.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay. Well, you only stay. You don't have dinner, so you can meet me down.
That's true.
For dinner, and that's a good place to be 2 blocks away.
I will do that this week.
You can watch it on television, and you can hear the crowd yell for the other team.
I promise you, this week, fish and chips at the Celtic. Also, one of our sponsors today, John Elway Chevrolet on South Broadway. It's Colorado's #1 Chevy dealer.
When you go to buy a car, what do you really want? You probably want a lot of cars to choose from. And you want the dealership's best price. Not some starting price or target price, the best price. And you want it immediately, not after hours of negotiating. And you want a salesperson who doesn't get paid more if you spend more. Because, well, you don't want to spend more. Well, you're in luck. John Elway wants all of those things too. Better yet, John Elway wants you to have all of those things too. Come see us or click on johnelwaychevrolet.com.